Thank you, McLeod. Okay. Given how self-explanatory the situation is, I wouldn't think, but I will ask anyway. Do we need a recap?
Um, sure, for the people on
I don't need it, but for the streamers.
I remember. Well, I ain't gonna forget this asshole. I remember exactly what happened, but
No, I get it. I just thought it was kind of funny.
oh yeah.
Okay. Last time, the captured people, the prisoners from the city of Far Hollow, were found as a part of this uh, as a part of this attempt to expand by this what boils down to psi supremacy group splintered off from Corvus and the Republic. Some time ago, having basically fought down to get to the prison. Um, the prisoners were fairly easily gotten out of their cells after the wardens were dispatched. And as a part of the plan to escape, had you had found the goblin who you were initially sent to search for near the beginning. Um, in the pipes, I believe you guys identified them as sewage pipes. Um, whatever sludge and stuff that was in them. So the smaller individuals and those that were willing go to go were led by the goblinoid um, allegedly entry point, which is where you have someone waiting to collect people that you send up. The prisoners you had to arm as they had been stripped of armor and are essentially either in rags or in some other cases like some form of underclothing in the form of like shirt instead of having a t-shirt and jacket kind of thing. Um, so you armed them. Those who decided to go with you were the one referred to as Small Brain, which is a kind of sort of partial transformed converted individual into one of the to one of the so, um psionic kind of mid tier guys. Um, Veta volunteered to go with you guys because well she likes your company better and knows that you're a bit more skilled than the rest of the prison. And Iron Bird, Ogrun, joined you guys instead of deciding to squeeze into the pipes, given her stature, but more importantly, the implication that she has a vengeance on these individuals. Having taken the wish to go with you, after finalizing some of your exploration of this place, you headed up to floor by floor, um, until you were ambushed by a number of the kind of more creepy armored looking um, like surgical sonic folks who were apparently in league with with a dragonborn, specifically War Captain Drox uh, um, of the Dragon Guard. Um, which there were hints of before in the form of some battle plans found in a desk that were written in Tonic. However, after shortly after the battle, after the initial start of the battle, where you guys were pretty much fairly thrashing the psionic individuals, following an attempt of them taking over your minds. The war captain showed just how much he actually cared about his so-called allies by chucking in a charged up fireball, wiping them out. Them being his former former allies, along with severely injuring a number of your newer companions, uh, taking out actually the likes of like the Steinberg and Colbrain, for instance. Um, and then the what is appearing to be the true battle has begun, which is where we are now with this Drakengard individual, um, essentially blocking your way. For if you were to use the elevator, it'd be very simple for him to just hop on the elevator with you. Okay, any questions?
Seems easy enough to understand for me.
Hey, I see it's doing that. The music is doing that thing where it doesn't actually play all of the tracks that are fun.
Fine to me.
Well, I just skipped over a few to. Okay. I believe people have refooted if they wanted to refoot, though. With the seizing of initiative, only so many options there. Yeah. Okay, which would provide a number of opportunity attacks if if Yoki would like to take one.
Um, I think I want to hold on to my reaction.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm gonna need that.
Okay. Farron swings out with his sword. Just tagging in a hit.
You
Oh,
said it hit him?
I chose the wrong weapon for the. There we go. There's a correct. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot the modifier for haste. I need these two. Mm-hmm. Okay, in which case Farron misses due to enhanced. Okay. Uh, you'll hear a intake of breath, and then um Veta somewhat in pain from her from her injuries and burns, calling out to everyone else to dodge as Spellbrain, Yoki, and Farron feel heat and need to make a dexterity saving throw as Drox unleashes some especially excuse me, especially a potent dragonborn fire breath.
How close am I to Farron?
You're Jason.
Okay, making sure.
Nope, not started and stopped.
27 deck save.
Okay.
Hello.
We heard you. I
Okay.
am just go under this tab. Ooh. Yeah, just rolled really low. Smolubrin. Man, I believe Ileana just got him up. Yep. Let's see what that save's gonna. Oh, save's gonna be really good given the modifier. Okay. Baron Smallbrain take to the full 55. Kyoki, you have evasion, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. With the fire having washed over everything, Kyoki, you're able to do your patented Kyoki maneuvers and not get anything more than maybe some uncomfortable heat from the from the fire breath. Um, uh, Farron however does drop to a knee as he takes a boatload of damage, and he is not out. He's rather hurt. Bullbrain cries out and falls ground.
Ah,
Um,
you thought you could take us down with that? Ain't that right, Farron? Farron?
uh,
Oh shit! What the fuck?
uh, Rocks will then move more thanks to the power of haste. and as he is moving past Ryder to get his back to a wall, um, in for a stab on your Dwarven ally with his thingy fling sword.
Crassus swung his sword, his flaming sword. We cannot afford to get hit by the sword. If we do, we will be burnt to death. I don't know. Do you have fire resistance, Ash?
Ash does not, no.
Oh.
I mean, he can fake it with a spell, but he doesn't have it by default.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you had absorb elements or some shit.
Yeah, he has the absorb element spell. Armor lets him knock a d6 off any damage.
What kind of fucking armor? Jesus Christ.
It's a class feature through his artificer class.
Hmm.
Because his artificer is based around the armor as a class feature can knock a die off.
That's insane.
So anytime he gets hit, he can knock currently a d6 off, and that gets better as we advance.
Okay. So this was certainly not accurate. I will use this. And his rifle goes flying away from it. Nope. Collapses against the wall um, with her outfit smoldering a bit from the fact that freaking flaming sword. Upside to cauterizes. Um, poor captain brings his sword and shield up in a defensive stance. Two down. Feel free to act. Feel free to submit. Yeah, I can try and do the voice I did with him before. If I do it. Feel free to surrender to me. The servants that you're showing yourselves to be, if I can take you out this easily. No, no.
Not done yet.
I felt like I just heard a soundbite.
her connection to nature. And she reaches out with the Fey energy of the summer court to bring Veta back up as she's putting a hand down on Small Brain and channeling healing energy into him.
If I remember correctly, in Ladrina we are using up exhaustion.
Yes.
As you feel Small Brain almost full health.
Yeah, Small Brain got a big heal. I don't know. Veta rolled much more decidedly average.
Yeah.
She kind of shifts take a bit of a defensive stance between Small Brain and Big Dude.
Okay.
Problem is, but clearly a bully, so you can shove it.
Hmm. Uh, with a grin on his face as a response to her defiance, um, will shift his around, turn around a bit, and energies will course through correctly as um as a warcaster. You can still cast with weapons.
If you have the Warcaster feat, yes, you can cast with a weapon in your hand.
Right, her third turn is done.
Yeah, that's it.
Legendary. It's not a delayed blast fireball this time, because that would require him to break haste. Okay, a the energy collected at the on a sword um rolls on down as he slashes with the sword, propelling a fireball to launch and detonate.
This man is a one-trick pony, if I ever heard him.
Fireball, 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 fireball. Fighting Sierra.
I didn't know there's spells he can use, but he knows he's fighting a group, so
It's a good crowd control spell. I can't fault him.
So roll again.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Where's my?
else is there?
She's also going to spend a reaction on Bastion. Have a little earth wall between her and the between her and Small Brain and the blast.
Okay.
So that'll give him a +2, as well as giving her a +2. Okay, so that's a 24 for her.
Okay.
Guess who also has evasion?
Okay. $11 plus the
2 doesn't. Yeah, I tried.
okay. Did we get one for Kyoki?
Yeah, it's right above Ileana's.
That's the 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, with
God damn it.
a detonation of fiery goodness, or I guess fiery badness in your case. Ironbird gets um, gets enveloped by the firebolt and collapses. Bird Mark um uh I don't know, Birding Cotton. See, Farron, you made it, but I don't think you did. You have many things. I don't think that is one of them. Okay, well, okay, he is still up. Okay. It is Ash's turn.
Will spend half his move to stand up. As he is doing so, a cold misty effect starts pouring out of the seams of his armor.
Don't forget your weapon.
Yeah, I know. Armor Agathis. Weapon. Off. As he picks it up, the blade frosts over as a series of jagged ice spikes form along the edge. More frost. And that's the end of my turn. Out of movement.
He was like, "This is about to happen," and done. Wait, what?
What's about to happen? You'll give him the because the eyes are glowing through the helmet. It gives him like the full blue-eyed Goblin Slayer or from down the hall.
Then I will move, roll, grabbing the rifle, bringing it back up. I guess this will tell me that if I ever face a real dragon, I just need to end things quickly. Being burned is for, well, the birds. Uh, 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 okay, she fires the rifle. Fires it once. It sparks against his shield. Fires twice and suffers a. Nope. Okay, does not suffer. Um, Sparks against his shield, and third shot sparks against. Huh. As she's reloading the weapon again. At least that sword of yours didn't ruin my ammo. Good thing for me, huh? Iron Bird is I believe we were still using 3d6 for death saves.
No, death save is a d20.
Okay. Oh, I noticed your sword was in the blast race, Koki. Did that need a save as well?
Oh, shit. You are correct. Hold on.
Let me actually see if that would have been in line for the breath weapon. There we go. Okay, no, your sword. Okay, but it still would have been within fireball range.
Okay. Check the sword. I actually had the sword pulled up. Okay. Wow. Okay.
16 decks. Okay.
Yeah, apparently.
In that case, 41 fire to your sword.
All right. Down.
I don't think your swords actually go down that often.
Normally not.
Hey, Yoki, it is your turn.
All right. I must say, Kyoki's going to look back, see the sword on the ground, and will give a smiling frown. I don't think I really appreciate what was just done. I like that sword in particular. Going to say I'm going to make a whistle as the sword's going to disappear as I hold my arm out, and it's going to reappear in my hand.
Oh,
My well, that's okay. Make me have to do things the old-fashioned way. Here I was hoping, I said, here I was hoping to kill you under normal circumstances.
if you're holding back, then you're just cheapening the experience. Unless, of course, you're being tactical.
Not many. Must say not many. Must say not many tactics needed for a lizard brain, but
I really should go after the orphan you. But there are some other priorities that has made itself present. I'll leave you to figure that out.
well, my whole goal is to make sure that you die. So, so
Stronger than you have
question:
tried.
have they? Have they really? Because if they did, I'm pretty sure you'd be dead right now. I say, you say stronger than me, and I've barely even had a chance to attack you.
Well, then how about you
Yep.
show me more than 1% of your power?
1% you say? I appreciate that. Um, going to smile, and we're gonna have some fun. Nope. Yep. Nope. There we go. I'm gonna use this card. Whee!
And we'll get an extra bonus action and speed. I see we're using an extra bonus action.
I guess big two.
I'll get a big 2. No, nice. Okay.
Increase my speed by 30 feet until the end of this turn. So, all right. I'm going to I'll say I'm going to take. I'll say I'm going to holding Orochi in my hand. This is going to be a going to whistle again as it starts floating again on its own. And then I'm going to draw Shinso. And I'll say I'm going to look him and say, "Wake up, sweetheart. It's dinner time."
Nice.
As I recall, that's not the activation phrase of your weapon, but okay. Because they have listed activation phrases.
Really? Because I don't see it. It says awakening.
Oh,
there
this is
it
in the
is.
fluff.
Oh,
I tell you,
there it is. Okay, it's higher up. Okay, it's higher up. I thought it was under the. Okay. There it is.
It's above base strength.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like, wait, I was looking, I was like, I don't see it here. I know there's a phrase. Where the fuck is it? Right. I'll say, I'll look at him and say, it was like, it was like, so what generally happens when you cut someone?
They can't get through the scales.
I mean, when you cut someone.
Oh. They don't live for much longer.
Hmm. Well, I'll say, glad to see. Let's see how well a dragonborn can bleed. Whee! See what we can do here.
And when you reach summon, is their HP still 0?
Hmm? You said what?
The HP on your swords.
Oh, sorry. Shit. They should. Sorry, they should be back to normal. I was like, I forgot I didn't key that back in. There we go. There's a 30, 36, 33, and a 33 hit.
You said 36, 33, 33?
30, 36, 33, 33.
Alexander, I believe you weren't doing meter beat in this one?
No, we're meter beat.
Okay. That okay. Able to get past his guard on the first. Wow. Yeah, you are able to. Or you're able to. You're able to get him. That surprises me. Okay.
Ryan hitting is surprising you.
Well, given what the current AC of Drox, given his guarded stance and everything.
Oh, 3d6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 12.
Yeah.
Where are the 2 plus 5s coming from?
2 plus 5s. If my swords move, dash towards him, I get to add my proficiency bonus to the damage. If they, their attack and their damage. See, yeah,
that's 1 plus 5. Where's the other one coming from?
Let's see that. I use my other bonus action to activate my what do you call it? Where is it? The thing where I just one-on-one combat focus. Add your intelligence modifier to AC. Add your intelligence modifier. Yeah. So yeah.
He's rolling at a plus 22. He's not going to ever miss.
Well, I wasn't aware that his modifier was that high.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like, hence my, I'm surprised.
This, I had to spend a card to even make it work.
What?
This only works if
cool.
I'm gonna say this only works with that card. I can't do this again because this requires me actually using being able to have access to 2 bonus actions in one turn. So unless I draw that card again, I can't do it again.
There's a surprised look on War Captain Brock's face, as he was not expecting the sheer speed and ferocity of your flying swords.
I would say healing, but I'm just going to put healing on here, even though I haven't been hurt yet. I'm gonna. I'm about to lose. I'm about to lose that plus an additional +5 on the to hit, unless they back up and do it again. Unless they just keep backing up and darting towards them and keep dashing. I'm not going to be able to do that.
Shing, 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 shing.
Watch, this asshole is immune to poison. Might not be able to hit you as many. Honestly, might not be able to hit you as many times as Ash. With the power of, but with the power of the heart of the cards.
By poison. Right, because of the rust.
Huh, I can gain temporary hit points. I forgot. Yay. I now have 8 temporary hit points. I'm up to 12. 8 much. No, I'm up to 20. Let's see. Oh yeah, sorry. Need him to make a Constitution saving throw. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Uh, Need to make a Constitution saving throw against an 18, I believe. Let me see. My deck save. Wait a sec. Is my hold on? Let me read that.
8 plus proficiency plus whatever the relevant stat is.
Yeah. I'll see. Yep. So yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Deck save against 18.
Thanks.
No, Constitution. Sorry. Not. Sorry. Um. Hold on. Let's see. Sorry. I'm reading this wrong. Yeah, Constitution saving throw against 18. And he's a Dragonborn. He should be fine.
Made all of his concentration saves, and he rolled 22 against your 18.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh! Oh! Even I have to admit that's impressive.
Run over here, pick up this sword. Like, all right. You having fun yet? Because I am.
And he got less than half health in one hit.
Tell me, which is more important? The deadly fighter or bending cleric?
Not a cleric.
Semantics.
Well, one would argue that killing me and my friend should take top priority. I'll say she's a pacifist, so she'll never actually hurt you. So you can kill
Oh,
her for free once you're done with us. But if you kill
Um,
her, then we're gonna have to murder you.
so she's the worst kind of soft skin, then.
for not to get killed.
Yes, I also prefer you not to get killed. We've already paid you in advance for the month, and we can't get that back. We also like you.
Aw.
Um, is that it for your turn, Kyoki?
Dodge.
Dodge? Okay. Good thing you said that, because
You ran.
Dodge is free for me.
Didn't think it was. I thought it was a bonus action for you.
If I do certain things, I get. I'll say if I spend a duelist point, I can do it.
Okay. I just
I'm
want to
burning
spend
through
duels.
duelist.
Spend a
I'm
bonus
burning through.
point to do it for free. Not do. I mean, do it for bonus, not free. But okay.
See,
oh,
let me make sure. I'll say I'll go back and check. But sorry. I'll say you can keep going. I will.
oh well, he was
I'll say,
about the legendary action attack you, so if you have dodge, it affects his.
okay. Okay. Hold up for a sec. Let's see. No. Yeah, dueling stance. You immediately retain a fluid movement after your attack. You take a free dodge action in addition to the weapon attack.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think a 19 hits you.
Nope.
27 would have done.
27 would that would have been my AC plus see. I have two swords in my hand, so hold up.
Unless you took the dual wielder feat, that shouldn't matter.
See. Yeah, when you take the dodge or defensive action, add a further +2 to your armor class until the start of your next turn. So that would have been 20 +2 +2 +5. So it'd be a 29 to hit.
Hmm.
So you can literally only be hit on a crit. Yeah.
Well, let's use. Okay, all because it's one. Okay. Will chug a potion. Back. Okay. He brings in his Drox brings in his still in a sweeping motion to lower lowering his own guard, but to also create a opening in Farron's fence. Close strike. Farron will be able um to shift just stuff out of the way. Drox is no longer in a guarded stance, and is also able to repel um, repel Farron's second strike by it reflecting off of the plate armor. I'll bring you. Would anyone like to refund?
Absolutely. Oh shit, that has 10 points. I forgot to do anything with them. Oh well. Wow. Oh wait, I got a stun point. Yay. Alright. I don't know. Tristan, I don't have the chart up. What can I do with one stun?
An initiative stunt?
Yeah.
Increase your movement by 5 feet, or gain +1 AC against the first attack made against you.
I'll take that. I can't
You
move
literally
anymore.
don't need that.
Also don't need to move.
That's it. You can literally only be hit on a critical, so there's...
Look, I'm like, look, it's either take movement that I can't move because he's standing next to me and he'll hit me if I run.
He will
Or,
not. He will swing at you if you run. He won't hit you.
well, I'm gonna say, actually, you know what? You are correct. I'll take the extra 5 feet because I guess out of the two things that I don't need that more. There you go.
You've obtained god-breaking, ACs.
I'll say, what's the power of the heart of the cards? Well, so long as I keep dodging, and as long as I still have, I'll say, as long as I keep dodging, and until I run out of duelist points, which I'm quickly running out of. I just burnt through 3 of them that round.
I mean, even with your just, fighting one-on-one bonus, you're practically unhittable.
One-on-one bonus, AC 25.
Okay, so he has to roll a 14 or higher on 3d6, which is doable, but a bitch and a half.
Yeah.
Thank you for killing everyone, by the way, because if literally any of these other people were up, I cannot do this.
Yeah, I made the mistake.
Yeah. Drox is casting.
Why how much magic do dragons have?
Magical creatures. Dragons get a lot of magic.
But he's a fake dragon. Shouldn't he have fake magic?
Clearly, he's a competent, wizard, paladin, whatever.
We are so looting this bastard. Simply on principle.
Okay, as he is.
Yeah, so if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say somewhere between 40 and 60 mana, which, at the rate he's spamming it, yeah, he can go for a while.
As he is casting his requires somatic. Yes, his somatic gestures are slowing down as the power of his haste is dismissed and energy, for lack of a better term, directed.
So drop haste. Okay, what are you throwing? His last fireball was on his turn, right? It wasn't a legendary.
Um, it was legendary.
When did we get good enough to get legendary?
Never. Thank God for that.
Okay, I won't be able to find exactly what I want. It's fine. Go with this then.
Apparently, these bonuses don't make my initiative any decent.
There is a chaotic churning nearby. This appears in the air.
Okay,
It is crackling with crackling with energy and giving the sense the um, appearance that it's lighting through air with such proficiency that it's like the air isn't even there to stop it.
Oh man, that looks like a very destructive sword. A sword of destruction, if you might.
Enjoy.
What's that nifty thing?
Your doom.
Doom, you say?
Yes, though first it'll be theirs.
That's a dick move. Can't win this fight, so you're going to go fight everyone else.
I'm fighting all of
Very,
you.
very befitting of a fake dragon.
Okay.
Quick question: which color chromatics? I'll say. What am I say? I wonder. I'll say. Does anyone know what? I'll say. Does anyone know what the I'll say what the bitch color of chromatic actually breathes? Does it breathe waves of bullshit at people?
I hope not. That'd be nasty.
Oh, that is okay. 18 versus
19.
Okay, good.
Wow!
Because the
Wow!
roll was
Wow!
151.
Well,
So even with those ones.
like blade comes down, she kind of blind turns and like there's like a small glint as like she like partially draws her Yaito to block and then pop it.
Okay. Second strike goes towards Veta because gun.
15. Yeah.
Well, given the fact that all she's wearing is a burnt, tattered, cut up shirt and pants.
If she just has her dex bonus. I mean, she could have max dex. I doubt it.
She has respectable dex. It's not max dex.
Or even with max dex, that would still hit because that'd be meat or beat. Yeah. So
Hmm.
Oh, okay. No. Curses and Dwarven. She is skirmished that way because and
Actually, hold up. Let's see. I will save them. See, I'm glad I saved this. Actually, no. Hmm. I would like to use my reaction to force him to make a charisma saving throw against
well, okay.
18.
Taking this would target the caster instead of the blade
caster.
of
I'm about to say, he's the one. Does the sword swing on its own?
yeah, it's like a spiritual weapon.
yeah, it goes on.
Yeah, it's like a spiritual weapon.
So it does what he tells it to do, right?
I mean, he quote unquote directs it in the same way that a spiritual weapon would be.
When you cast the spell, you can make up to 2 melee spell attacks with the blade against each creature on hit. The bonus action on your turn, you can move the blade up to 3 feet from unoccupied space, and then make up to 2 melee. Yeah, they're phrasing it as you're doing. Like,
Okay, well, isn't it the same for Spirit Blade?
yeah, but my point is, it's still your action economy. Despite what Baldur's Gate 3 would have you believe, it is still your action economy that is. You are the one making the attacks through the weapon.
Okay, so because
So if he has a reaction that affects the attacker, it would be affecting the Dragonborn, not the blade.
Okay.
Because it's not saying the blade is making the attack; it is saying you are making the attack using your spell attack modifier and everything.
Right. Okay. That's fine. And that was just a bit of minutia that I was never quite sure about. So
at least that's my reading it here.
Okay, yeah. So Charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw against 8. Charismatic this goddamn dragon is. All right. Okay. Let's try to save this guy. Let's see. He did tell me to see if I could save someone. The 15 becomes a 10. Hopefully they can dodge that.
Okay. The answer is yes.
Okay.
What?
I don't remember what Blade of Destruction. I don't remember what Blade of Disaster did, but I couldn't remember if they just instantly died or got sucked into a black hole or some shit happened.
None of the above. It's just a harder hitting spiritual weapon.
Okay, cool. Thank you, invocations.
Does that invocation work on other people, or only if they attack you?
I'll say whenever a creature within 30. Let's see. Whenever a creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll or ability check.
Okay, yeah. I assume that cost you your reaction.
That's what I was like. That's what I was like. Huh? I was like, I think I must save that. But yeah, that took my reaction. Yeah. A willing creature can choose to fail the saving throw. On a failed save, you can spend any number of fate dice to increase or decrease the target's roll.
That was a bonus action.
Amount equal to the sum of the rolls for each fate dice spin. You must declare the number of fate dice you will spend before rolling, and you can't roll additional after deciding. I regain a fate die each time I roll a 1 on the attack roll. So if I crit fail, then I get them back.
Is casting again because that was a bonus action cast.
We'll kill as many people as I have to, as long as you're one of them.
Air around him.
I swear to God, if he fucking
shifts
fireballs.
like he's emitting heat waves, and a mirage appears of multiple hymns shifting to a third. He's using mirror image. Now it's Ileana's turn.
Oh. Yeah. Dies. Goes low to lay her hands on Baron's foot and small brain. And dips over here to tap Vena on the shoulder. Goes into a slide over here to tap Ironbird as she invokes Flurry of Blows, so she can do her Hands of Healing 4 times.
Okay.
That is awesome. I'll punch you all until you wake up.
Tap, 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 tap.
I like how Farron got 6. Everybody else is like, yeah.
Well, Farron did have the most to begin with, so I guess that's fair.
Minimum effort. Farron, what'd you do to piss her off?
The thought just thought in my head. I mentioned to her, maybe help you to gain a few more pounds. I don't actually know what her fitness is, and I know the character shoulds. It is possible to be, too skinny.
Let's see, she's a monk. She has a dex of 18 and a con of 18, so I imagine she's...
Okay, fine. Well, then I think I have no reason to say that. That's a part of my head. It's like, why does she like you? Wow.
trying to use me as a mop bucket.
Oh no.
She sleeps in a bucket.
Oh, all right, okay. Actually look up a thing that I don't usually need to have handy. The entire exhaustion chart.
Yeah, that's starting to become relevant with how many times I'm going to pop people up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, what, they have like 4 exhaustion by now?
Small Bear looks like he's at 3, Veda's at 1, and Iron Bird should be at 1 or 2.
Yeah, it should be at
I assume that's what those pink dots are.
Yeah, the pink dots.
I swear to God, if they don't get up and fucking run, dash and get the fuck out of here.
Three disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throw. 4 is nasty. Hit point maximum halved.
Yep.
Pay that is it for her turn.
I swear to God, on their turn, they need to fucking run.
You're going to have a little bit of ground to cover. A ember like mist engulfs him as he legendary casts Misty Step. Oh,
Oh, you cockweasel.
Ash.
And this is where Ash murders him. I cast legendary action. I don't die yet. Oh no, is that a legendary action? Choosing not to die?
I use legendary resistance to not die.
I think you're still typing on an Ileana, Tristan.
I am. I see that.
I was like, can't be a pacifist and defeat the boss.
Yeah, if Ileana ends up defeating the boss, we've really fucked up.
Okay. He's able to quickly shift once he senses you kind of do his go side and back to bring his shield to interpose. He's able to block your first two attacks.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Fuck. God damn.
So
Fucking damage is ridiculous.
is the 20, the third 20, the hit of 21 is the 27 plus 10.
The 21 is the 27 plus 10. And I will move the goading attack to that one. Okay. I have to declare that. When you hit a creature with weapon attack, you can expend superiority die. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I can move the goading attack to the first one that did 27 plus. And he has mirror image, so there's a chance I still miss.
Oh, right. Duh. Just cast that too.
So how does mirror image work?
He rolls a d20, and if he rolls within a certain range, it hits the mirror image instead.
What does he get? 3 of them?
He starts with 3. And the number he needs to roll gets lower and lower each time. He rolls a d20. First attack, he has to roll an 11 or higher, I believe. Oh, it's 11 or under or 11 or higher?
If you have feet of blitz, you must roll 6 or higher.
Okay, I had it reversed.
Yeah, because you have to roll above.
So you start 6, then it goes to like 8, and then it goes to 11.
One crit fail. So you have 4 attacks that would hit. So at least one of them will work.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Unless he just rolls for shit all 3 times.
there's a better way to do this, but
As I just roll 3 d20s with me.
okay, 19 beats 11, 1 pops. 12 beats 8, 1 pops.
Okay, so
6 does not beat 11.
Okay, so the 3 and the 25.
14, 10, and 7, 11.
24 and 18.
Negates most of my stun points. Cool. I don't even land the goading attack.
Oh.
He is now at -2 to strength, dex, and con saves, and has lost 10 feet of movement.
From
It's an effect of the sword. A chilling mark. When you hit an enemy with Vashio, you can leave a chilling mark on their body. If a creature has a chilling mark, they gain a -5 penalty to their speed and -1 penalty to strength, dex, and constitution saves for each chilling mark on their body. You can only have a max of 3 chilling marks at any given time. At the end of each turn, the creature loses 1d4 -2 marks. That's turn, not round. So my turn. -1d4 -2, so it does not lose this round because I rolled a 2.
that
I imagine it's supposed to be into that as minimum 1 based on what you're doing.
well, I have seen things that don't have minimum 1. If it's something like lose, say, 1d6 minus 2, if you roll 0 or less, then presumably you don't lose anything.
Okay. End of each turn, the creature 1d4 minus 2 marks. Okay, so if I have to roll 3 or higher before he starts losing, at 2 marks. So that'd be minus 2 dex con and minus 10 feet.
I thought he loses marks, gains marks.
Well, he has 2. I hit him twice, so he took 2 marks.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled a 1d4 minus 2 and rolled a 2, so that'd be a 0. So in theory, he's lost none.
Right.
From what we discussed.
Right, but when he said minus 1, I didn't realize it was...
Yeah.
Okay. So then his movement would also be lowered by 10 then instead of... Okay. There we go. Okay. Veta will tear off some material of what remains of her shirt and ties the rifle like to her shoulder so she doesn't lose it again. Pistols are so much easier to hang on to. Ugh. Moves over here. Some cover. He's meant to be like at the corner, but I can't really. Aaronbird will up being up her weapon. Since I've gotten here, I've been I've been losing fights, and I'm getting tired of that. Yeah, it just sparks off against War Captain Drock's armor. Aside from slight shifting from the fact that he's just being hit by physical force, he's not really paying any mind to her hitting him. No. If you knew you didn't have much of a chance in the first place, you shouldn't have tried. After her turn,
You try it. That was nice of her.
big oof.
This cockweasel.
That is Ironbird.
Ironbird.
Oh, actually, he could dual strike though. You know what? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. He is dual striking. So what he's doing is he's turning and performing a wide sweep against Ironbird and Ileana.
He's determined to hit her.
He will skirmish Ileana one along the wall. So it sounds like you may be doing some things to figure
I
that out.
can't. I thought I could, but I had it confused wrong.
Dick.
There is this look in Ironbird's eyes of frustration and disappointment in herself as she takes the slash and goes down. Uh, that is and slashing for fire. Okay.
Okay.
One-handed damage.
One damage. So
Wait.
no, it thinks it critical, but it didn't.
Or simple.
It's another thing where it rolled a 6. That was matched them. I'm going to crit.
Okay. Gonna head over here. I'm going to heal Farron. I'm gonna give him. Gonna give him two of those. I'll say two of those charges, so he can recover 2d10. Mm-hmm.
HP.
Yep.
5.
That's a d20.
Oh, yeah. Still 5.
Wow. Wow. God damn. I'm kind of pissed.
That would be.
Okay.
Is Yoki doing anything else?
I'll say, well, yeah. I'll say, Orochi's going in for blood.
Eh?
Whistle, dash, seal. Good old fashioned stabby stab. And we are going, we are using, expanded combat maneuver. Stab. I'm going for the finesse and piercing maneuvers. So we are stabbing. And we are doing half damage. Alright, so that's 8 damage and 3 poison. But see, let's see. He will continue to take 1d4 piercing damage at the start of each of his turns until he either receives healing or uses an action or legendary action to staunch the flow of blood.
Okay, so you say he takes 1d4 bleeding damage, basically.
At the start of his turn. And I did get stunt points. Fuck. Okay, I have stunt points. Yay. What can I do with stunt points? Oh, man. Hmm. Hmm. So it seems. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. So he seems to wish to like to skirmish people. I don't know, Ash. Do you? I'm gonna say. I assume we want him away from these people.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's skirmish him over here.
There, or one more.
Yep. Right now, just right there, because I need the other 4 stunt points to seize the initiative.
Oh, did you roll first line? Okay.
You're seizing the initiative, huh? Brilliant.
As he uses a legendary action at the end of his thing in order to just like hit someone and take it back. Oh shit!
Damn.
No wonder he needed to seize the initiative. Fuck. This man's dex is so trash he can't even dodge his own fireballs. God damn. For a man who can't dodge fireballs, he sure does keep throwing them into tiny rooms.
Is it for you?
And dodge. They still KO. Please don't send me. Oh, they. Oh, that's right. They had to make death saving throws.
Okay.
Unless they just died already.
Soulbrain is focusing on
Getting the fuck out of here.
on where Captain drops. Um, there is a little bit of. It looks like there's a dragging force downwards on the war captain. Wisdom.
One mark comes up.
Okay. Um, he appears to be largely unaffected by this dragging force. Soulbrain tried to use hold person. Then slashy. Oh, I did Soulbrain out. Oh.
Didn't change anything.
Seeing that he's coming in, there will be a quick word and action. As Farron's attacks impact a magical shield.
Try again. Brian sees.
Oh, well, I thought he put like.
No, he didn't put it in his 99.
Oh. Sorry.
I put it in.
Sure.
Okay.
Wrong, Captain. You can be a little slower than I remember you being.
Maybe slightly slower. And as you've seen, I've become a bit more of a turtle. Something which, by the way, does not have soft skin.
Mm.
He was acting out of turn then. But I was trying to remember if he attacked with his blade of disaster.
Yeah, he was acting out of turn then. Trust me, when it's his turn, I intend to use it.
I mean, he lives that long.
I gotta hit him with, I'm doing the normal stuff now, so swinging. They went full turtle mode. But I believe, let me see. I don't think that applies to this.
Okay. Looks like something may have just changed because there's a roll I forgot to make. I think on the ground.
Do magic attacks count as attack rolls?
If it is a spell that has an attack roll, then it is an attack roll.
Okay.
This guy comes back
but
up.
There's a question of whether whatever ability you're using specifies what type of attack, because sometimes they do specify like range attack, range spell attack, range melee, range weapon attack.
If it just says attack, then it's either melee or spell.
Yeah.
Also, this guy
like a range spell attack against the target.
Okay, if it's a spell attack, then yeah, any spell that has an attack roll.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. It was like the only spell I have, Eldritch Blast. So.
No, I've been tracking it with 10 brown dots each.
Well, I know you've been tracking the saves, but they only get to
if they have three successful ones.
No, they stabilize if they have 3 successful ones. They only pop up to they only pop up if they roll natural 20.
I'm so used to the players just kind of popping up. That's fine.
Success has no. Your third success, you become stable. Stable creature doesn't make death saving throw, even though it still has 0 hit points.
Okay.
It just remains unconscious.
Okay. In that case, then there's really no. Here.
There's a 28, 29, or a 30 hit.
Yeah, so 28, 29, and 30 hits even passes.
And he's out of loans.
Well, he has one of them.
One might,
I know he was asking if it hits.
Yeah.
And it does hit the AC. No, the third image is not engaged.
Wait, what? Oh, wow.
You still had a mirror image, and despite you making 4 attacks, it failed on all of them, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, you did. Okay. Second attack gets intercepted.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
2 of the 3 Eldritch Blasts hit, plus Orochi.
Okay. Right. Go ahead and put it in. Okay. Gonna give him 6 damage and 2 poison, and stack on another stab. That's another D4 when his turn rolls around.
That be layered?
Doesn't
I
say
don't think
that
it says it
can't.
doesn't.
Let's see. Expanded. Let's see. Stab. You attempt to hone in on a target's artery or other vital region before you make a melee weapon attack. Pierce. There be a stab. The attack of the damage is halved. Round up. On a hit, the target begins bleeding. While it's bleeding,
Okay.
it takes 1d4 piercing damage.
Yeah, I might have to revisit that a bit.
But see if it stacks or
whether I want to allow it to stack.
okay.
It's not written. It doesn't stack, so for now it does. But
Yeah, I'm about to say the only reason I was doing this is not so that he could take damage, but so that he could waste his legendary action staunching it. I'm gonna say mostly
that's not
so
how
that he's not
legendary
taking
actions work.
Huh?
Legendary actions tell you very specifically what you can do with them. He can't blow his legendary action to staunch it.
I mean, it literally says that.
He's talking about legendary resistance.
No. It says
no. It actually says, or it uses an action or legendary action to staunch the blow. But it does say that. Okay, yeah.
That's what I saw, and I was like, "Oh, this will be useful." I'm like, if I stack it and he doesn't feel like bleeding, then technically, since I keep using them, then he'd have to use 2 legendary actions to staunch both of these wounds, and thus he would have less legendary actions to keep killing our fucking keep killing all these NPCs. That's the main thing I'm trying to stop him from doing is stop killing. I'm gonna say stop killing Judas. Like every legendary action is like, oh hey, I'll say Ileana's like, I'm gonna heal them. He's like, no, you don't. Stab, stab, stab. It's like fucking.
Is that it for you?
Let's see. Stab. Oh yes, right. I gotta do Eldritch Blast damage. Take this amazing. Watch this actually be the time where my force damage actually rolls decent.
That's it. If he has health bar, he doesn't have much. It might be enough.
I don't think 12 is gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
Do I have? I actually have stun points on all those. Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh, second one didn't hit, so you only have stun points on the last one.
Wait a second. I thought 30 didn't hit. I thought.
Whatever the second attack was intercepted.
Okay, so that would be 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 29 and 29 both have.
Yeah, both the 29s hit. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for disrupt magic.
Okay.
Roll an immediate test of your spellcasting ability versus the spell save DC of one of the effects on the target. Success removes the effect.
Okay, so what he needs to make the caster check?
No, Brian rolls a spellcaster ability check
versus a spell save DC of any one effect on the target.
So Brian will be making a charisma check
against his spell save.
Against the guy's spell DC.
Okay.
And if I'm reading this right, you do not get proficiency.
Oh, right, because a caster check isn't. Yeah.
What is it? Just a D20?
It'd be 3d6 plus your charisma.
Okay. Let's go. Wow.
That means you can now remove any one effect currently on the target.
Don't know what he. I don't say. Can't tell. Is he still blurring around like he has haste?
No, he had to get rid of haste.
Oh,
There's only one effect on
uh,
him, so
okay. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but
it
I guess let's
is
get rid of
his
that.
shield. His shield collapses.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, is that it?
That's all I got.
Cool. See, sort of its turn. Okay.
Do
God
it.
damn.
Do it now.
Gonna.
Eh,
Last I checked, turtles are only useful when they're actually. I say turtles are only useful when their shells are in place.
She's moving up. She, kind of like lashes out with a back kick, trying to shove him away.
Flurry of
Uh,
shell.
okay, so
You
the
kicking
22.
him? You
Yeah,
kicking him
22.
out of the room?
No, she's trying to kick him, a left away from the people she's been trying to keep up.
Okay, she's doing it.
She's doing a shove attack.
Okay.
Yeah, so he needs to make a athletics or acrobatics to. Okay, so the first one lands. Cool. So he will go 5 feet to the left,
Okay.
and then the other three she'll just do as heals onto Ironbird. So that's 19, 26 to Ironbird.
That is
Um,
hilarious.
Bosh.
And with her coming out of the doorway, Ash will just charge forward with this turn and around to the side to leave an opening if we need. Hey, just in time for the other mark to come off just to get more marks.
Okay. Okay. Well, so technically speaking, Yoki did a terrific thing.
Oh, now that Kyoki's got the initiative, I need to change that.
Well, no, what I mean is, he collapsed the AC spike.
Hmm.
I said, there we go. I said, did the whole shonen thing. It was like, we got rid of the field. Do it. Take him down. Ah! I say,
But
screen
yeah,
breaks
because
into life.
if his shield was still up, most of these would miss.
Hmm.
He he parries your 21. Sorry, your 20.
Hmm.
Rest of them.
Gonna set up and that is next. So assuming this doesn't. Have 3 more.
think of it. Actually, I need to give you another choice. There are um, there are two effects you could have done. One not really apparent. The other is collapsing the shield. With that choice, would you still have collapsed the AT field?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm about to say tearing through the AT field seems to be the most difficult. So, like I said, I'm only gonna target the thing I can actually notice. Like I knew that he was hasted, but you said that he seemed to have slowed down, and I'm assuming his defenses. Yeah,
Yeah, he had to drop haste to summon the sword.
yeah. Oh, I forgot. I must say, I don't. I say, I don't that's right. Fuck, the sword is the thing.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not an effect on him though.
Yeah, the sword's a
yeah,
magical item.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. Sword is only a problem as long as he's alive. So if we kill him, the sword goes away, I believe. So I'd say, yeah, Yoki's all about like I'll say setting enemies up in order for somebody else to take them down. That way my conscience can remain clear.
I'm awful good.
And I'll say, well, I mean, yeah, I'm like, look, it's terrible to murder people, but it's not an evil thing to set someone up to be murdered. And if I stab you repeatedly in the back, that's a bad thing. But if I tell you to go down this alleyway where I put someone out there to stab you repeatedly in the back, I'm not the one who did it. So I still get to be lawful good. That's how it works, right?
Um, begins to fall, but is then healed. Contingency spells last for I believe it's a week. Something crazy.
Oh, this motherfucker. For someone who wasn't expecting to lose, you sure do seem to have a spare healing spell sitting right
Duration
there.
10 days.
Oh, a week.
Or if he's Ladrina,
Yeah,
it's
10 day week.
week.
I never lose. You'll never hurt
Does
me.
any of that
Put
damage
back
bleed
in
through
some-
to the reset, or?
It triggers at 0.
Well, yeah, that's. I mean, I wasn't sure when he went to 0 to know if any of the attacks came through after he went to 0 and came back.
Fair.
I called him on his bullshit. He said that he wasn't. He said that he never loses. Fuck, do you need a contingency spell for healing if you never hit 0?
Well, technically, with contingency spell, he never hit 0. If his contingency was when I would hit 0, this goes off, then
Keep hitting the mash. Don't you have something?
I know he gains a lot of marks.
he is at 3 marks. Because 3 is the maximum current.
Uh,
And then I
Ash,
moved
can't
him
you
5
pull a
feet to the
bull?
left and put setup on Vena. Now she had a clear shot to him.
being prepared is a way not to lose. I have some fairly proficient. He seems to be pausing as if he's thinking of a way to translate this. Servants.
He just looks over Farron's shoulder at Veta, and the glowing blue eyes seems to wink. Giving her the sign. That ends the setup.
Okay, and let's set up and
+2 to their next attack or ability check.
unfortunately not as proficient with the rifle. 17 plus 2 is 19. It unfortunately deflects off of his.
I tried.
Ah,
Maybe Iron Bird will. redeem herself.
Wait a moment. Here we have bullshit afoot.
One mark, assuming that's the end of Veda's turn.
I would like, since this actually would be hilarious if this actually does work, I would like to use my reaction.
Okay. What does your action do?
Let's see if she can do a little bit better with this rifle. Agent of Faith. Choose to you can either roll against or choose to fail charisma saving throw, and I can use my last 2d4 to see if she can actually hit.
I mean, she has no reason not to resist it. She will fail.
Okay. I guess add plus 2d4 to that 17 and see what happens.
They roll 2d4 to the 19.
Oh,
I don't know. Would that be Brian rolling it?
I believe last time you rolled.
Yeah, so roll it, Brian.
Okay. Let's see if the person can actually get some.
Like, I am superior. Head gets blown off. I'm not giving it to Ironbird just because she needs the win. We know that. Okay, so 19 becomes 24.
Or 24 hits.
Okay. 12 piercing. Hey, we did a team attack.
As Warcraft and Drox collapses due to having some head issues.
Okay. Everybody still present accounted for?
I will be wanting 2 barrels and some fancy clothes. Shit.
It feels like that's what we just did.
Ironbird will slowly walk over, being a bit tired. Slams her axe into him.
Hold on. We gotta harvest him.
What? Oh, you mean loot?
Yeah, loot. I call it skin.
You don't skin people.
They're not people. They're dragonborn. There's a difference. Just because it doesn't walk on 4 legs like an actual dragon doesn't mean that it's actually, just because it walks on 2 legs and has thumbs. Do they have thumbs?
Yes, they have hands.
Okay. I mean, look, it looks like people, but it doesn't act like people.
Doesn't act like civilized people. It acts like they act like people.
I mean, they talk.
They talk. They have culture. They have music. They have writing. They have technology. They have clothing.
Their culture is decimating other people. I'll say their culture is decimating and oppressing other people's cultures. I wouldn't call that culture. Okay, well, screw it. All right, since I'll say, well,
This
all
new
right.
table is reading
Well,
really good to you. I hope I'm not Monty Halling you with this.
screw it. You can at least take his stuff.
I got nothing against taking stuff. I draw the line at skinning and popping out organs.
I just figured it would go on the black market for a pretty decent price.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's how that works.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure that's exactly how the black market works, is when you put people's organs on it, they sell pretty well. Oh, or do you mean that's not what we do?
Well, I definitely agree that's not what we do, but I also don't think people's organs, sell well on the black market.
Well, you'd be surprised. Dragonborn, there's probably some weirdo out there who wants parts of them as like aphrodisiacs or something.
Yeah, again, I don't think that's a thing.
Oh no, David, is that a thing? Are people like buying like Dragonborn
Keep in
parts
mind,
for
in this case, since I am a GM, I will tend to defer to Tristan for like major world things.
I don't foresee much of a black market organ trade.
Okay, cool.
Or at least not for like sentient creatures, like things like dragons and owlbears and stuff that actually are known to have like magical properties. Sure, but okay, who needs heal?
That's like some things like Corvus. I was able to kind of make it whatever I want, but that sounds like more for world thing.
Okay. Also, that's what I kind of figured. I was like, oh, well, I was like, I didn't know if like this place had some sort of oh crap, we can't get our hands on. It was like we can't get our hands on an actual healer. Does anyone actually know how to perform a surgery? That's a good thing. Does D&D actually have surgeons, or is everybody just a fucking cleric?
Yeah, they have
Medicine
surgeons.
skill.
I say that's what the medicine skill's for. They have surgeons.
Okay.
It just never really pops up because unless you have world specific things, magical healing just kind of overwrites that.
Easier.
Yeah, I guess if you're in a small village that doesn't have any casters, then they would have a regular old surgeon.
Okay.
Because you have the people that heal with potions and stuff, and obviously the people who have the healer feat.
All right. Is looting investigation or is it perception?
Usually we've been using either, but I believe it technically investigation.
Yeah, if you want to use investigation, go right ahead.
Throw some horror vitality around. Bet I get 3. I got it written down there. Deal with it on your own, as when you're ready.
I like how even at like less than half of his hit points, he has more health than me.
No, yeah, the War Captain Rux there was really powerful.
Very.
So he had a fair amount of hit points. If it got to be his turn again, I would have had a new second wind. But he can't do that outside of his turn, so
unless you lock that in as a special legendary for him, yeah.
Yeah. And his fire breath just would refuse to recharge. His fire breath is like a super high level fireball.
You know what would have been like the most anticlimactic thing for him to happen?
Critical fail set himself.
He died out. No, he died out from bleed.
Hit on the bleed. Bled out. Oh no, to me I think that would be an achievement, actually.
I don't think
Give
we've
yourself
had
a
anyone
little
just
Xbox achievement. Killed foe by bleed out.
kill boss by tertiary effect. It was like, I am immortal. You can't defeat me. Did you remember to roll for those little nicks and bleeds that I gave him? How much is that? 2d4? Blech. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot he poked me in my thigh. I'm bleeding out. This is good because actually, yeah, after I did all that, I hope there's no more bosses coming around because I only have one duelist point and I can't do none of this shit no more. All right, so
Given how
yeah,
given what we just ran into, I imagine he was the end.
I must say I am out of spell points. I have one duelist point left.
I'd say unless he was a really full of himself lieutenant and his actual boss is upstairs, just chilling like.
I'll say I've got one. Yeah, I've got no spell points left. I've got one duelist point. Um, yeah, I'm done combat wise. I can't do anything fancy. Anyone else who walks through that door is all on you, Ash.
Yeah, because um,
What do you mean, like inside of them?
oh, like you can't take mind blast because it's a psychic power
Oh, okay.
that doesn't just drop.
I thought you was like, oh, hey, put his brain in a jar. Okay.
I mean, I suppose you could do that, but
I'm trying to think of something to take of his as a trophy. Let people know that I'll say he's not like a goblin. We can't just cut off his ear and take it back to the. I don't know. Think the dwarves want to parade his body around? I don't know how pissed off they are. I'll say. I don't know how pissed off are the dwarves. Do they hate Drakengard too?
sorry, 1 second.
I guess I was directed at Tristan. So I was like, this is. Or did we
This is
lose
not
him?
next to me right now.
Ah, okay.
You know, it's very useful, especially when I have like the DM that you give me the price things. Wait, sorry, 1 second. Disaster to payments. The loot has been looted, or has been dropped in the chat. Ooh.
There's stuff in there. Trees.
Oh, I totally misspelled the suits of Simeon. The psychic.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Get all that, Brian?
For instance, there
Oh, wait.
they already had the couples listed there with the idea that you're probably separating them from armatures.
Mhm.
And of course, the money is what the war captain had on him.
Okay, time to do some math. What are we dividing this by? What, 6, if I remember correctly? 7?
If you're doing it per person versus just putting it in the crate as a whole and worrying about it later.
Okay, so let's see. It's
I usually just drop it in the crate and worry about it at the end of the adventure.
all right. So captain, first mate, bosun, mage, me, surgeon. Okay, so 6 people. 6 people, and then the ship 7. So 7.
If you're
Okay.
dividing it now, make sure to make a note of how much we owe Sierra and Matt.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I was like,
Also, make sure you actually can feasibly carry these 65 pounds of.
it can go inside the
Bag. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the bag
Has
does have a finite amount.
it does have a weight limit, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping tabs on that. We've been
That's some of
selling
the stuff we can
getting rid of
distribute over people to, lessen the load on the bag.
Meta will take the cloak and kind of use it as a wrap.
You can borrow that from
100.
Or the healers.
Okay. Gold.
I still have access to their ship. I can just add that money to them.
Way down by all this goddamn money. Oh, this actually broke down perfectly. Okay. This is everyone's share of money.
Oh, nice.
Down to the dime. I was like, okay, so it was 118 platinum, and then the overage of that was 313 gold, and then the overage of that was 10 silver, and then the overage of that was 14 copper, which divided amongst 7 people is 2 copper apiece.
Isn't it fun when things break down well?
All right. Did you get you got that, Tristan, for yourself?
I'm writing it down now.
Okay. $261 plus. My character is now has 379 copper. 379 platinum. Sorry. Gold is a bit more. So, okay. Silver. Copper. Okay. Cool. Now for the loot crate. Now we'll do the actual adding of money. We'll do the actual adding of money to the loot crate and figure out what the actual number is later.
Oh, this is super easy math.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that I have free rides for up to a week's travel from Saltmarsh as coinage.
That's where you wrote it. You were counting Ileana in your math, yes?
Yeah, I must add,
Okay, I just want to confirm.
Everyone who's on the ship docket. So since she's a ship mage, counted the 6 of us, the six people who are on the ship, and then the ship's funds as number 7. So superior mana potions. So now we have 5. 5 superior mana potions, dragon card, plate mail. I don't know if any of us can even wear that. I don't think we have a thing for shields, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that under armor as well.
Yeah, shields usually go under armor.
Flame tongue longsword. I assume that you'll probably take.
Oh, well,
Don't you use longswords?
no, I use bastard swords.
that a specific?
That's a different weapon. Baron uses long, so he might take it. Though I think more likely we'll probably end up selling it.
Well, he has his.
Right. That's what I said. I was like, the sword is probably going to get sold, traded.
Might just keep it just for funsies.
He has a backup weapon.
I wish this was just a sword that conformed to whoever was using it. Had to use it.
Well, it's a magic weapon, so it does change size categories depending on who's.
I think you meant change type.
Ring of spell storing. Things counterspell.
There's
Fireball. If I'll say, funny thing is that none of us cast this goddamn spell. You said she took the cloak of protection, right?
You borrowed it, yeah.
yeah, she's
Right.
she's with all the flame attacks and everything, and her using a part of her shirt to have her weapon towards her. She's topless, so it's like I'm just gonna take that.
Right. More steel. So okay. This motherfucker has 65 pounds of steel on him. What the fuck?
Well, it's like that was totaling in.
That's everybody in the room, not just the one guy.
Okay. Times 12 scalpels. Treat as expensive daggers. Alright, so say I'll put that as under armor. Semi-integrated plate armor. Okay, so that's a total of 6,075 gold for those 3 suits. Okay. We did good. Pretty good haul. Save changes. Yeah, it's hair, right?
Dragonborn traditionally don't.
Yeah, I was wondering what that flaming thing on the back of his head was. I didn't
Oh,
know if that was like hair coming up.
Usually those are the background.
Okay. Okay, I was background. I thought that was hair. Okay.
but with this, and I guess after you divvy everything out, you are able to vacate this hive of scum and villainy, as this was the last significant impediment.
Yeah. I'm guessing that means that we just kind of barrel through.
If anything, people you do encounter are going to be because you've kind of um, messed up the command structure. Oh. Now, or actually, leave. Is there any last thing you're wanting to?
Um, hmm, um, I don't know, depending. We have enough time. Do you want to toss this place again before we go?
If you toss the place, that means you're going to be engaging people who are bad of when
Okay. Never mind then. Okay. I guess. Effectively the only thing I can think of is keeping an eye on the once as we're leaving, keeping an eye out to see if there's anything we miss.
um,
Yeah, keep a head on a swivel, but since we know reinforcements are coming, and we're pretty banged up.
yeah. When you um, is when you'll see that there's like a small group at the entrance, but you hear the sounds of more soldiers. Um, that it just takes them a bit. Um, what I'm that the pulse chain explosion cave in thing. It's a little time past that. There is a bit of a reunion between uh, going through the pipes, and there's didn't not a it's not much of one aside from acknowledging that, oh cool, you're still alive.
Hey, look, you're not dead.
Guards are willing to escort you guys back to
Oh, cool.
well, they go and kind of clear this festering area of well, near dwells. There is some talk amongst the about this as like a storage area, or expand the mines further.
Hmm?
Saying they're already nice and carved out, so not very much to dwarven aesthetics. That I will be fending off some remarks from the dwarf score. Um, Dwarves seem to be a little intimidated of Ironbird, given bigger in stature and the rather rather bloody two-handed axe that she is just wielding in one hand. Um, but you'll eventually reach back to yeah, uh, everything else. Um, the dwarves escorting you will comment once you make it to the surface. Well, now that you all are in the nice fresh air, Lord Dagot would like to see you. Veta will comment. The Lord certainly sounds like he's in a hurry. I think we've earned at least some food, a mug, and a couple hours rest.
I'm with her.
The Lord say just wanted to see. I presume sooner rather than later. But if you want to risk being late, I'm not going to stop you.
And we probably should do it sooner rather than later. To the estate.
Um, Arriving at uh, as you mentioned, the kind of seat area. Is it kind of overlooking? Um, uh, the Yogurun guards at guarding the front. Um, we'll look upon uh, we'll look upon your group with respect, and in the case of Ironbird, a little bit of surprise. It seemingly was thought that wouldn't have survived the disappearance. Um, just just because, well, she is a bit like other Ogryn, strong-headed, so they kind of figure that she'd mouth off at the wrong thing and like not live to tell the tale. Um, the escort that hands you off to Lord Daggett's guards, and eventually led to the large initial meeting of Lord Daggett himself. I'm so glad that you could make it, and all of you to boot. Um, he will kind of comment to his guard that's escorting you. You you could have at least given them some time to to get freshened up. But he'll say, that's what I said. Your guard will, like, I just got them at the door, sir. Uh, hmm. Regardless, I'm very grateful to the return of my citizens, visitors, and will guarantee a much more relaxful stay as relaxed as it gets around here in Far Hollow, and a little snippet to make the ordeal hopefully easier on you all. Um, the fellow goblin with the shiv. Ah, yeah, it sounds good to me. like um as the Lord's Manor handing your pouches to the survivors. I was kind of like take it as it's being as it's being just looks into it. Um, just not being no shame, no shame. It was like no, I'm looking at this money right in front of you guys. I'm more happy about the money than you guys. um, other door, the other dwarf, the dwarven mercenary. Um,
Holy shit! You see this, Ash? I'll say. I'll say we killed Dragonborn and we get paid.
um,
Who would have thought there'd be days like this?
over it'll be thankful and more looking. Sorry, that was hard. Thankful and looking more so beginning. Um, Ironbird mumble something more to himself about about being able to have a chance to erect a grave site. She really knows who she's talking about here. The tall folk. He he's silently thankful and more. I I do believe, Lord Agate, that after this we do have plenty of things to discuss. Ah, yes, yes. I'm sure we do, given everything that you've been through. Um, the looks a little annoyed at the kind of gruff response. Um, but uh will speak up. Ah, my lord, the uh yeah gifts that that you're giving to everyone is all great, but I would like a request of my other other pistol being replaced without me needing to pull the favors that I normally would need to. Um, good one. You- uh,
We found her pistol,
um, it was broken.
but we did find it.
Yes. uh, Hammer, it looks like you could do better to ask for a really fancy really fancy suit of suit suit of clothing of your pistol at the Vettel comment. Maybe I'll just keep this magical cloak and make it a shirt, my lord. um, Daggett will just kind of chuckle. No, don't worry. I'll get your weapon replaced. Hmm. if you don't mind, those who are imprisoned, feel free to go off with my guardsmen. They will lead you to the healers and anyone that you may need to talk to after the ordeal. And don't worry, I will be making sure the location is made safe, so I won't be having to deal with any captured people in the future. There'll be some mumbling. Uh, prisoners will leave, though. That will not be leaving. As as for the rest of you, party, and pausing, noticing Veda's still there. Um, I do believe we did have a an agreement which I am more than willing to follow through on. Though it appears that you have found in the course of your investigations far more than anyone would have expected. I was thinking um, maybe a nocturnal monster taking citizenry for foodstuffs, or bandits just not giving a ransom until they get a certain amount of people. I wasn't expecting what I heard from my troops from the messenger that you sent. Quite an ordeal indeed, quite an adventure, and a great service for Farhollow. With that extra service in mind, I am sure you're looking to renegotiate your helper's fee.
That would be correct.
Hmm. I don't suppose the uh, word of your service around our populace be enough of an extra incentive.
I say I'll look over at Ash and like, I'll say, what do you think? I technically feel, I'll say, at least personally for me, I feel that the gentleman who we encountered paid more than his share is worth. That this trouble caused. Um, I'll say I'll say up to I'll say I'd like to hear your opinion on it. I'll say because Kyoki kind of feels like, well, based on how much money we got from the boss, I kind of feel like
Between the
um,
let's see, Kyoki can read Twitch code to a certain extent because he can read the body language. So while I agree, the amount of funds and magical loot we acquired on this probably more than compensates us for our trouble. I don't want to work for entirely for free. I'm all for not extorting the people who can't afford it.
yeah,
But again, we probably more than made up for the resources expended with the amount of loot we in theory walked away with. That
yeah.
said, this guy has been a bit of a dick, and there are resources in this town that we can use, considering it's what this town is known for. I don't feel like I'm extorting them by asking for access to them, since it is a mining town.
Yeah. Jim, but I'd also like to remind you that you're currently talking to
The Lord.
current lord of this place, even though there's some political dispute.
It's like the guy who runs the joint. So, anybody who can afford it, it's this guy. So, my thought
100%.
is, it's like because we did agree to work for a certain fee.
Yeah.
So he at least owes us that much. Given that we brought back everybody alive and intact, bonus is not, asking for a small bonus is not unwarranted. So my thought would be, given that we are running low on certain gems for spell components, and that this is a mining town, maybe we could get a bonus in the form of applicable gems to help, like Ileana or whatever, run their higher level spells, like Revivify and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
okay. I would also like to see if we could get a promise from him that what is paid from us, can it come from him to make sure that it doesn't come out of the townsfolk's pockets? Because I don't want him to be like, sure, we'll pay you, and then he just like taxes everyone to get those funds out of them instead of paying it himself.
That I don't know if we can do arrange, but
no, say because there's no point in him being rich if he's just going to pay us in the money from.
Which is probably what he's going to do anyway. As I recall, you're the haggler, so.
Okay.
But yeah, like a small bonus of gemstones, that our spellcasters can use would be nice if you can arrange that.
Okay. Do I have to haggle for that, or is that just something we can ask for?
Well, I mean, the Legislord said he was presuming you guys would want to negotiate stuff.
Yeah.
So you can ask if you're wanting to purely rely on skill rules. We can do that too.
Well, I'll ask. I'll say I might not have to roll against them. So, no, so after talking it over, with the members of the crew, and I'll say, seeing as how your town is so amazing and well known for its proficiency in mining, mining of rare minerals, gems, and ore. We would like to see if we can like I said, we don't want to extort the people. We understand that you're going through a lot. But at the same time, like my cohort says, it would be nice if we would be able to gather a little. Would be able to at least get what was promised. Also, seeing as how we actually brought everyone back, a little scuffed up, but that's to be expected. Could we also get access to some gems for spellcasting components? In exchange, we do have some things that technically I do not believe that we'd be able to fully benefit from, and to see if
we're negotiating payment. You don't need to exchange him anything.
Well, no. I'm saying the ability to be able to sell these wares and like the town, yeah, like the metal. I'm pretty sure we only need some of it in order to like repair the ship at any given time. We don't need
depends on how damaged the ship gets.
Yeah, I don't say unless you want to keep 150 pounds of steel around.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but if you're the quartermaster, so if you think we get more money for it by selling it instead of keeping it around for repairs, that's your job.
Well, isn't Ass the bosun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
So Ass is expressing his preference to hang on to it for repairs, but if the quartermaster, because the quartermaster could veto that.
No. I was just I'm about to say, well, I'm about to say, you guys tell me what you need, and I just procure it. I, as a quartermaster, thinking immediately was like, I didn't think we needed that much steel. Now, if you're like, as the bosun, like, yes, we do. Give me my fucking steel. Then yeah, I'm like, all right, sure.
Not knowing what we're going to be running into, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Makes sense. Okay. then never mind. I just figured, I was like, oh, hey, dwarves. I don't think we need steel. They probably do. Here you go. But yeah, if you say
because
that we need
150 pounds of steel is probably enough to repair 1, maybe 2 cannons.
Okay.
Because cannons are heavy.
Okay. I said, in which case, yeah, we can go ahead. I said, if that's the case, then yeah, we can go ahead and keep the steel. Player was like, oh, I didn't think we needed that much steel, but you break it down like that, it makes more sense. So, but we definitely have some shitty weapons that we don't need.
Oh yeah, we have plenty of stuff we can't unload. I'm just saying the raw materials we probably ought to hang on to.
Okay.
Like the arms and armor and all that kind of shit that we're not using. Yeah, by all means, we can totally offload that.
Okay. All right. But yes, we would like to negotiate for what was just mentioned.
Can the two of you roll me 86, please?
4.
Sorry, hold on. There we go. 3.
The Lord will what you're asking components doesn't sound too given. How much? How many? Would you be? Well, he asked this question. Um, um, or you're expecting something. Uh,
Which senses and look.
there is an invisible. Power walker.
Yeah. Oh, the 11th level effect reveals invisible. They must make a saving throw or become visible.
You said 11th level?
Character level 11 because it's a cantrip.
I thought you said 11th level effect. What the fuck kind of stuff?
Like no, because my character's 11th level, I have access to an effect because it's a cantrip.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
What's the save?
18.
Well, you don't get to say nothing to me no more. I cast
No, I do not have 11th level magic. That'd be bullshit.
I cast Yggdrasil. What the fuck?
Okay, so they are now visible. Can I help you?
The Ogre will read weapons or for them portable cannons depending on their range. Pointed towards the this individual is um orc that has signs of being mind, so is dressed in slightly better than the average dwarf that he's. I think I'll see myself out.
Do they just do that?
Or Daniels,
Walk out visibly to people and then get found out and just leave?
Like to make an
Assassination
instigation check. Just like what's this guy's deal?
Assassination attempt didn't work. All right. See you Tuesday. All right.
doesn't have any drawn weapons.
That's a 30.
Yeah. Only the Kennedy
I'm guessing spy, but
he was he kind of expected to just kind of be in and out. You're not sensing any violent intention. So likely either just being a spy or a courier for a message.
Feeling.
Again, insight doesn't give mind reading, so I can't necessarily give you that. But was here for a nonviolent reason.
That's what I was trying to confirm. Is like this guy
and a secret reason.
That's and he's not behaving like the oh fuck I got caught. I'm clearly going to be executed now. So probably not spying. If he was spying, he's pretty chill about being caught, which is unusual for a spy getting caught.
Concerning for his line of work.
Yeah.
Lord Diagonal. I tend to not enjoy people just appearing in my meeting. So follow one of the nice tall person guards and will be asked a number of questions. Even your insight check, the guy really wants to just kind of get out of here, but if he tries to cast something or check a potion or pull out a scroll, he's in direct line of sight, so he can't actively sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Does seem to be rather irritated at Ash. As if you've snubbed him.
There was an organization of like rich hoity-toity types in town. That was one of the three factions. They were the academics or whatever.
There were the academics, and there was also the merchants, which were quote unquote secretly info chants.
Okay, so this guy is probably one of them. Okay.
Yeah. You kind of just shined a spotlight on the guy.
Yeah. I had no way of knowing what he was up to. So yeah, I don't feel that.
All right. He will be let out. Or specifically, he'll be let out led to a different area inside the not being let outside.
He was never seen or heard from again.
Lord Dragon will say, "Well, I do apologize for that interruption.
Does that count as us getting someone killed?
Probably not. Given how this place seems to operate, they'll probably just extort something out of the guy or the organization the guy's with. Like, hey, we caught your dude. We'll ransom him back to you, or you owe us a favor. Shame on you. Because they were all being pretty chill about it.
It's apparently, it's.
If I'm wrong, I don't know if I'd have to roll something else to pick up on that or not. But it seemed to be the vibe of the way David conducted the scene game.
He's likely not going to be killed. There will likely be some vacuum. There may be some effects on the political spectrum.
again, like there'll be repercussions, but not anything.
Now, depending on what this was about, there could also be repercussions on you guys.
Well, we're there on our way out of town, so I mean,
Is there any
we may have
sort
pissed off the Merchants Association, but
is there any sort of considering what we've been doing here lately? Is there anything I could roll to be like, huh? It was like what not say what they're doing um reminded me of any not say is what he's doing seem like anything involving like the criminal underbelly of this area? Or is it just like politics?
You mean like
Not say
trying to use your criminal background to find out like what is that exactly he was doing here?
yeah, it's like are his actions seeming more of like political intrigue or like actual criminals?
Given your background, um, and you do not have thieves' camp.
Do not have thieves can't. I ain't even sure how to get it, but
You have to be
background or class.
yeah, or someone teaches it to.
um,
Okay. Um,
I'll say
you
all
can
I
make
know is
me you can make me
body.
an
All I know is body language and criminal background.
you can make an investigation roll due to your criminal background. Chris, you phrased your role earlier as investigation. Is that?
I get to substitute investigation for insight.
Oh, okay. Okay, but you were using insight versus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can roll. That's why I was asking. Do I need to make a follow up roll now to get more?
Well, you can. If you want, you're probably going to get the same thing that Kyoki is. Oh wow, yeah, you probably are.
20,
26.
25 with stun points, assuming stun points happen.
The points don't necessarily apply here. Given how high the both of you rolled, through different means. In the case of Kyoki, it's his knowledge of background stuff. For Ash, um, it's noticing like tiny hidden bits that are part of the game. The person was very um, likely sent here to surreptitiously deliver a message. Um, Ash, given the insight you made, it's likely he was going to deliver a message to you slash the party.
Well, in which case, like before they escort him out, like,
And I like to reinforce because you don't have to know this. It was intended to be a secret action.
Ash will approach and just kind of like, but before you let me just check something real fast. I'll down a slight and
Ford has skepticism thing.
try and get the message from the guy. Kind of like a palming passing. Let's And just to try and sell it, I'll have the little, infinite thing pop down so it looks like I'm trying to like kind of sweep the guy for additional shit.
No, I was good. Like, is there additional Vespine deaths?
Because you have StarCraft forever on the brain because of that line.
It could be worse. I could be asking about additional pylons. Like this was recently alphabetized. Okay. The guard missed it.
Yeah, I'll just take the. Assuming the guy lets me, I'll take the.
He'll whisper to. I expect something from the situation you put.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Now have a.
Guess I'm hanging on to that for a moment. Or still in the meeting.
Guy is trying to indicate.
Cool. Okay.
And at this point, rather tall. So did you find anything?
No.
Okay. We'll get it. We'll get him out of your hair.
Yeah. Which sight back to the hand and kind of the hand along the note. See what it says.
um, well, Mother Blanca's quests. Um, 5,000 house. And a and a king services run.
And he wants us to read this before the meeting? Over?
It was a secret message to your party. A request from Mother Blanca's house for 5,000 and 5,000 gold to the Mother
No,
Blanca's
she wants us to.
house.
She wants us to ask the guy for 5,000 for Mother Blanca,
Um,
and
and have a follow up
okay, so Mother,
follow up meeting
and she's asking us to ask Lord.
to ask the Lord for 5,000 extra, and that extra is to go
It's
to
to
go
be
to
a
her.
donation to Mother Blanca.
Yeah,
Okay. Um.
and me following that between
Yeah.
the
Awesome.
party and her.
Yeah. I was like, I will lean over to Kyoki and I was like, your whispers. Like, your lady friend at the brothel is wanting us to ask this guy for another 5K so we can put it in her coffer for services rendered. I.e., whatever you got out of her before apparently is going to cost a 5K, and she wants us to get it out of this guy.
Hmm. Sir,
Okay.
I would like to, Masa, I would like to ask for something fairly simple. Masa, something fairly simple. An expense. And Masa is just an actual, very fairly minor expense that, after some thinking, has come to our mind that we would be in great need of. 5,000 gold. Just small amount. You wouldn't even miss it.
That would cost you some of your magical ingredient requests.
I would like to get that in addition to, since we did. I say we didn't skimp. I say we didn't skimp on services when it came to getting these people back. They all came back safe and sound. I feel that us asking for a little bit more, considering the details of what happened and the amount that we managed to take care of, it seems reasonable to me.
He's a bit more reticent to have that tacked onto everything else. Getting over sweet.
Persuasion.
Yep.
$31.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, stuff points. See if I can do some. Can't click on it. Weird. It's not letting me click on it.
Can you click on what?
Stuff points wasn't allowing it to open up.
Here, I've got it open right now.
Yeah, so did I earlier, and then it was like, fuck you. Combat, exploration, initiative, roleplay. I guess I'll use sway the crowd and yeah. I guess I'll use sway the crowd. See if I can get the people around us on our side for this idea. See, it was like it was like I feel like what we've done definitely deserves a little bit extra. I'll say, I mean, we are all about the people, isn't that right, folks?
There'll be some murmurs from the guards.
Think about it this way. Think of how good you look in front of the people. They see that you spared no expense at the safety. Spared no expense at their safe return.
Because it
Almost
would have
guarantee.
some away from steps or
It would definitely get people back. It would definitely get more people on your side, because people would look at you and realize that not only do you have the wealth to be able to protect them, you also have the means by which to make sure that they are protected.
I want to discuss a bit more, but we'll ultimately. Um, you guys kind of want more specific numbers of how much gemstones. You can give a value amount if you as a player.
Hmm.
Get out more later. You just want a value amount because right now it's just unspecified number of.
Oh, how many do you think you can get away with?
That was to the quarter.
I'd say, yeah, that was Brian.
Sorry. um, I'll say, can you say that again?
He wants to know how many gemstones we want, and I'm like, okay, how do you feel confident in being able to negotiate for?
Yeah. Now,
I'll
as a
say,
GM,
I think
I'm saying can cite a gold value so the player can figure it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what gold
I'll
value do
say,
you feel you can
yeah,
haggle for
I would
competently?
need to talk. I would need to talk to Ileana, see what's because
Minimum is since he's trying to look at like revives and stuff, you're looking at minimum 300 apiece. Which is why it's like, how many gold worth do you think you can you are confident in your ability to haggle for?
I would feel confident at least getting us. I feel confident in what am I rolling to do that?
This is a part of your
Oh,
original.
part of the persuasion. I feel comfortable in us being able to get 3K.
Dang, how many?
Okay.
3K worth.
So 10, 10 worth.
Okay. With what you're asking about, um, is willing to meet you at your points, and you have a standing invitation. Is it next time you guys are here? Though there is a sense that the request may have some small like locally ulterior motive to it.
What? Worked out well.
Are you guys what is you gonna do next? There's still the thing about Blanca's request, or you
I'm all for following up on Blanca's request, but we probably should, if nothing else, to look less suspicious. Probably should pop over to the ship, clean up real quick, and then head over to Blanca's. Just because if we headed straight to Blanca's, it might look a little sus.
okay?
Whereas if we clean up first, like, okay, we got cleaned up, now they're going to go hang out and be social.
Sound good to you, bro?
Yeah, that was good to me.
And while we're at the ship, since we found her gun, I can use Tinker's tools to fix her gun,
Okay.
and then I can return it to her.
Okay. She was actually going to break off in transit unless you want her to come back to the ship.
No. We'll meet you at Blanca's, later on, and can repair it at the ship, and then give it to her when we're at Blanca's.
Okay. Um, you guys get over to Blanca's. We'll find Beta already in. Um, Beta now wearing her regular outfit, the jacket's a little scuffed from the initial fight, though she now has the addition of the cloak of protection going down her back, but due to it, it's a magic item, it scales.
Yeah.
Okay. Then just be wearing it. Then just be.
That is true. Protection.
um. Blanca here will Then I had mentioned that you'd be. I understand that my messenger hasn't quite back yet.
Yeah, without realizing he was yours, we ended up exposing his existence. Invisible people walking up in the middle of a meeting with unknown intentions, and to set off some alarms.
Generally, invisible people are something that one doesn't see.
Taps on the side of the helmet.
Mhm.
You aren't exactly general people.
No, we are not. Okay, I believe you have her deposit.
Do you hand over the extra gold?
Might as well.
Oh. Oh, that stitches it. Thank you. Take it. Take. She's not counting it for anything. She's is ever gonna put it down on the other side on her side of the of her. Well, you certainly to have done me a great service and a bit extra. I wasn't entirely expecting that big extra. That bit.
Welcome.
Well, what you've done is a rather positive thing, which I do appreciate, and I would like to express my appreciation. That will give her a a look which Blanca's uh, boring, or really choosing not to. Given that you exposed my, but clearly did not reveal that I was the one to deliver that tells me that you have a certain amount of decorum and an ability to keep secrets.
And make a donation toward safely extricating your messenger as an apology. I'm open to that as well, since I've accidentally trouble.
Well, there'll be a little bit of rough waters between myself and Lord Daggett, but those will irrelevant with donation.
Oh well, I guess.
No, he wouldn't dare silence anyone. That would make something cold into something hot, and it would
That was my read of the situation as well, but that was the case.
say that I am associated with a that is seeking kind of knowledge, but that search uh, has gotten us those I associate with um, many things over time. Um, a not a not a not small amount has not found its into the hands of children to grow. So while I'm not quite set up for it now, uh, I would like to offer the secret wares of the Blanca's house to you for perusal whenever it is next time that you.
Not in mind.
Okay.
I assume that's not a come back tomorrow. That's a bit longer term
But
next
that's
time you visit.
whenever
Oh,
whenever you come back to visit, because she doesn't have it set up yet for you guys to be able to
right.
access it.
Right. That's what I mean. It's like not next time we're in town, not next time. Wasn't like go to bed, come back in the morning, it'll be set.
Yeah, no, next time.
Yeah.
Um.
So we have access to a black market in Far Hollow.
Yeah. Um. This market will be will have a leaning towards magical items and stuff. Versus um um and of course um there is this as well. Um she'll hand she'll place on the table rather um a triangularly stacked number of scroll cases equal to equal to the party. That seemingly knowing what this is will just face palm a bit. But they're dwarf-sized scroll cases. In um primarily black with shiny metal seams and patterns.
Reach out
Oh,
the
you're
table.
actually gonna
Yeah.
okay.
I was like, he's asking that as he's like, reaching, like, hesitate, just make sure it's okay, and then he'll say, come on, take a look.
They are the equivalent of um of VIP cards for the brothel.
All right. So we have. I say you want to. I say is that what you want to do to cut? I say to cut. I say cut scenes like oh hey brothel and make use of the merchandise.
Well, one last one should only take a minute to get is presuming accepted. There is a comment more towards from Blanca. Um, um, Veda's uh, Veda's retainer contract is now uh, now closed. Um, and Veda now has the ability to more shall we say really lead Valhalla.
Hey, she basically shot her loan officer in the head. So
Um, and that's where I will end it. Um, Veda has had an interest in leaving Far Hollow, whether that's with you guys or not
Well,
is up to you guys. Though she did enjoy the event.
did have I was leaning towards inviting her aboard, if only because she actually knows how to use black powder, and while Ash has a passing knowledge, because he's proficient in alchemy, I'm not proficient in firearms. I know Mr. T is not proficient in firearms, so we put him in charge of the cannons.
Yeah, it's like he can fire a cannon.
Right. So having somebody who actually knows powder, or something, helping us with the cannons, probably would be a good idea. But that's only if the party, who actually shows up, is willing to have her come on board and add her to the payroll, which I guess that'd be Brian.
and I'll say, well, yeah, but I mean, since you're the one in charge of protecting the ship, I would need your opinion as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm inclined to offer her a job. I wanted to make sure it was okay with other people before I did so.
We can put it in the budget.
Okay. So if Veda would like to come aboard to, help with defending the ship and cannons and all that, doing the stuff she did with powder already
Oh,
for a regular paycheck.
oh yeah, she really has to see places other than the mountains. That's
Yep.
great. As long as you're tolerant of gratitude and provide plenty of.
Gratitude, I've got no problem. We had somebody who was good with booze on board. I don't remember who that was.
It was not scary.
Okay. Booze should not be a problem.
Okay. So you're good then. By the way, you guys have gained a level. You actually almost gained 2 levels.
Yeah, I saw that. We were within, what, 15,000?
Yeah. And something that, since I know I was heavily inferred here, but I'm just gonna say it for the meta. The reason why she's so appreciative is she is secretly the leader of the Seps, which is a group that doesn't believe Lord Deckard should be in charge, not because he's a tyrant, but because he doesn't have the do it. Um, their mining is a their mining and scouring for information is a attempt to find historical precedents to validate. I don't have the name in front of me. Person who is they believe has the rightful blood lineage. Fancy. It's why the 5K was so valuable, because that allows them to push forth their troublesome historical efforts.
Find the one true heir.
Yeah, yeah. It's like since I knew you guys weren't real big into the politics, I was like having it like be in the background, but not something you guys like were embroiled in. So
Okay. So we got a lot. I said we got a lot done. We have saved everyone. We just got to figure out a way to. Actually, do we even really need to figure out a way to just get what we want and then hop in the boat and go? Or because part of me is like stick around and find out, and the other part of me is like fuck this place. It's like everybody got back alive. Nothing else matters.
yeah, so the back of the adventure has like information on follow and stuff like that, with the idea of more adventures can happen either in or because of Valhalla. I mean, like some of it is assuming the players deciding the political conflict, but not all that.
Oof.
But I know this adventure lasted a bit, but I hope at least this place feels like it has a bit of character to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. That's 78th level warlock.
Oh,
What's this at level?
you
This at
want
level
to
15, right?
That brings us up to a total up to 15, yeah.
do you want to know the CR of War Captain Drox?
I'm gonna say 20.
Tris, do you have a guess, or do you not want to know?
I'm good. I don't care one way or the other,
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm going to be looking at looking at the generic version anyway. So
Okay. Well, Drox, as mentioned, is an amped up version, but
yeah. So fine.
Drox was CR 18. Complete with, as you found when you looted him, a few magic items.
Ah.
Yeah, so congratulations. You have hit above your weight class.
That's not exactly a surprise.
Well, yeah, but I know there are some other games where, like, say, for instance, Final Fantasy, where things are very lopsided because of plot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is less lopsided.
Yeah.
Which is why I was finding it a bit more impressive. I was like, oh, okay.
It was a team effort. We definitely had to combo the shit out of them to get it to work.
Yeah, because you bringing down his magic shield when you did made made those hits really hit. Otherwise, I believe only 2 hits would have gotten through.
Counterspell would have been, I'll say, surprised it didn't counterspell the thing.
Well, I mean, he wasn't expecting a stun point to destabilize his shield.
I didn't even think it was gonna hit.
Well, you were rolling rather insanely high. He did
Yeah,
have a
I'm
spell
not
that
saying
I was thinking about using, but hesitant to, given your guys' resources. He did have disintegrate.
Yeah, that would sucked.
That would have fucked us.
I'm like, I figure his powered AOE attacks is probably good to use instead of that.
Yeah.
I feel
The
like
fireball spamming was probably the.
If he hadn't died, one of the things what he was going to do was actually going to cast Cone of Cold next
I'm not saying
to
because I was
negate
like,
people's evasion.
okay, I was about to say, I was like, disintegrate definitely would have. We wouldn't have came back with anyone.
If I remember correctly, it disintegrates with you and your items.
I believe so. Yeah.
See, ability score improvement. I get love. Okay. So yeah, ability score improvement. I don't believe I get anything else. Well, this went very well. I have no clue what the fuck. I don't think at least based on what I know, I don't think I get anything. So should be okay. It's a fairly easy level up.
So if you're living in a boardwalk, yeah, that should be fairly quick.
Yeah. Right. Well, this worked out well. Thank you.
Welcome, thank you. And next time, I will not be the one running.
Yep.
All right. And
Means I need to figure out what's getting updated to the new version.
so